think it's all about actually taking what you learn and applying that and turning that into action, because at the end of the day, action are the only things that's going to pay dividends. It's not, you know, whether you're super inspired by a video. For example, the video that I did with Addy, it was a great example because he told me a lot of things that he's done for his business in order to scale it to the 8-figure mark. But if you were just to be inspired by the video without actually putting any work and converting that thought, his advice, into actionable steps, then it's absolutely useless. I think a lot of people spend way too much time watching shit and be inspired by shit. You know, I mean, like, a lot of us get high off of motivation almost, right? Like watching a video, like, yeah, I'm so fucking pumped. But then you don't actually do anything. If you don't do anything, it's not gonna turn into anything for your business at all. So what I did after Addy told me about, you know, his business, the first thing I learned was to hire fast. At the beginning, you know, beginning of the year, or beginning of last year, or sorry, even the whole entire last year, we weren't able to really hire because we didn't have the cash flow. But now that we finally have some cash flow, we're able to, last week, I hired 2 VAs. One of them is gonna be doing full-time social media outreach for us. So contacting influencers and mailing them items and getting them to post on their own social Instagram and YouTube. And the other person is gonna be in charge of customer service, and she is also doing product research for us. So these are different type of things that you can start training someone to do so that you can get more of your time to do the stuff that you want to do. I don't think that you want to be, like, for us when we started this business, I mean, I don't want to create another job for myself, if that makes sense. I want to build a system, I want to build a business where I could literally be anywhere in the world and I still have set of people that will take care of the business on autopilot. So in terms of the VAs, we hired them off of onlinejobs.ph. It's a website where you only have access to Filipino VAs. And the benefit of Filipino VAs is, number one, they're extremely affordable for any sort of businesses. I hired mine, and I think I'm overpaying them. I hired mine for $500 per month per VA, so that's $1,000 per month. And they work 40 hours a week so that I'm getting 80 hours a week out of those 2 people. And of course, it's my job to train them so that they're not just fucking around and not doing anything. So that's what I was spending most of my time last week, was just basically setting up standard operating procedures, also known as SOPs, for them, and starting to get them to, you know, take involvement in the business and really start withdrawing my own time out of this. And how I filter them is, I thought of a really interesting way. When I post the job posting, you know, usually you get about 30, 40, 50 people. It really depends, right? And the thing is, all of them sent you a cover letter, a resume, all that stuff. And you're not gonna, like, I'm not gonna read through that shit, right? Like, I mean, maybe some people will, but I'm really, like, they sent it to me for the formality side of things. I don't care about where they worked in the past. I don't give a shit about resumes. I want to know what they can do for my business, right? So what I've done is, in the actual job posting, I gave them an assignment. I gave them a task. And those people who didn't read the job posting, they literally just copy and paste their resume. Boom. I cut them out right off the bat, right? Then there are those people who actually took the time to complete the tasks. So the first task I did was, go find me 10 Instagram accounts and put them in an Excel document sheet for me. And this is our brand. So I just wanted to see what they can actually do for us. And how I went from there, so we got about 20 replies back. We got 20 replies back. And how I went about filtering those 20 people down a little bit more is simply by looking at their Excel document. So you can tell sometimes whether someone put a lot of effort into an Excel document or someone didn't put effort. So there was a couple of Excel documents that were laid out really nicely, that had, you know, very nice formatting. So from there, you know, I contacted them on an individual basis. I basically said, okay, here, I'm doing a 2-week probation. This is how much money I can pay you in the 2 weeks. And once your probation period is over, you will have a full-time job. So that's kind of what we're doing now. Is I managed to filter that down to 2 people. And so far, they've been doing a really awesome job. And for me, my main goal is to train them. If there's anything that they're doing wrong, I think a lot of people would think like, oh, these VAs are useless. These VAs are not adequate. But I think when it comes to being a leader and kind of, yeah, I think when it comes to being a leader, like, you need to have all the responsibilities on your hand. It's always your fault. If a VA screws up some sort of a assignment, it's your fault that you as a leader didn't train them properly. I think it's so easy to blame other people, especially people that I've never met overseas in the Philippines. But that's kind of the mentality that I have. Obviously, it's a lot easier said than done, but that's the mentality I have when I'm training them. I'm making sure that literally, like, explaining things to them as if they're like a 5-year-old, right? If you can explain to a 5-year-old what to do, and then the 5-year-old can do it, I'm pretty positive that, you know, these VAs are capable of doing it as well. So yeah, I mean, I think it's just important for you to really not only to be inspired by that interview, which I'll link down in the description below, but take fucking action. Just like, it's gonna be tedious at the beginning, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be boring, but if an 8-figure seller tells you like, this is how I'm scaling my business, and literally telling you how he got there, why wouldn't you actually take action? And I know the reason why. It's because it's hard, it's difficult, but you just got to do it. That's it. I mean, for us, you know, we've been wanting to hire a VA for a while, but like, I didn't really know what to do, or it's just been procrastination. Like, everybody knows that they should have a VA and this and that, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So I think next week it's gonna be more training, yeah, really excited for this year. I think we're definitely gonna be able to do some big things. We got 2 more products launching this month, so that's gonna be good.